Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I kind of want to make this video and to just basically talk about my reasons as to why I don't have Dynasty Warriors Origins, and please don't come at me with a backlash because I know a lot of people love this game, and honestly, I'm happy for those people. You know, if you love Dynasty Warriors Origins, then I'm happy for you. I really am. But I mean, I didn't buy it, and I did make a video before, like a few weeks back when it first came out, that I didn't buy the game day one, and I wasn't really planning to. Um, Mainly because, like, the reason why I'm not really uploading any content or like playing it, and I know some of you are probably thinking like, why isn't he uploading it or whatever? But like, the reason mainly is just because, like, you know, there are some things in the game that I'm just aren't really for me. Like, I didn't like the fact that, you know, that there is a severe limitations on characters. Now, I know it's a spin-off. I am definitely well aware that Dynasty Warriors Origins is a spin-off Dynasty Warriors title. I am 100% well aware of that. But, you know, for me, like, I like to play the Dynasty games for the characters. I do. Same with the Samurai Warriors games and Warriors Orochi. You know, I enjoy the Warriors games for the characters. And this nameless character, this character that has amnesia, like he's a main protagonist in Dynasty Warriors Origins. Um, he doesn't really interest me. He really doesn't. Like, I've seen some cutscenes and that, and he doesn't even talk. He does not have any voice lines at all. Like, all the other characters do, but he doesn't. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really bother me about that, but you know, like it's just not really my style. Like, I don't like I'm fine with there being like a game based on a certain character. Like, look at Spirit of Sonata, for example. Like, the Spirit of Sonata Samurai Warriors game was solely based on the Sonata clan, and you know, Yukimura and his father, like, they were both, I guess, the main protagonists. You know, the first half of the story is about Yukimura's dad, and then the second half is really about Yukimura. And I like that. I like that. And what was cool about that too is that, you know, you're able to play as any of this existing Samurai's characters freely anytime you want when you're able to like go back and like replay those battles in like a free mode. You can't really do that in Dynasty Warriors Origins. There is a free mode, but like you can only play as the six existing characters. I think there's six. No, my bad. There's more than that, but because there's three in each faction, and Lubu also counts as a um as a companion character. So I apologize for that. There's no six characters, but that's how it feels like. It feels like you can only play as six, even though there's more than that. But you know, I just didn't really like that much, and I get it. It's a spin-off, like, and Chloe has said it too. Like, Dynasty Warriors Origins is not really meant for every Dynasty Warriors fan. There are people out there that are not going to like it, but I think one of the main reasons why a lot of people love it is solely based on the fact that, you know, the difficulty of it is there. Because there was a lot of people that kind of just abandoned the series for a really, really long time. Like, there's people that hasn't played a Dynasty Warriors game since 4 or 5, you know, and they came back to this game, like, and they were so happy, like, yay, Dynasty Warriors is back, heck yeah, you know, and I get that, I really get that, but you know, for me personally, like I keep saying, like, what I like about the Dynasty games, not just because of the larger than life hack and slash battles, but it's also for the characters. That is one of the main things that I like about the game, is the characters. Okay, and I have a lot of favorites that are not even playable at all in Origins. So, I mean, the ones that are really playable is obviously like Shahudun, Zhang Liao, Sun Shangxiang's playable. Zhao Yun, Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Lu Bu. I think Xiao Yuan's playable. Might be wrong. I can't remember if he is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know Guo Jia is playable. Surprisingly, I mean, he was one of the character that I definitely did not expect to be a playable character. Where is he? What's Guo Jia? He's in here somewhere. Got away. There he is. Yeah, because Guo Jia's playable in Origins. Yeah, because Xiahou Dun, Zhang Liao, and Guo Jia are playable characters. Yeah, they're the three that are really the main playable characters in Wei, and the only characters that you can actually play as. Like, there's a bunch of other characters that show up, like Suzu, Xiao Yuan, Zhang He, and all that, but they're not playable at all. They are not playable at all in Origins. Now, with Wu, I think I can't remember Wu. I know Sun Shangxiang was a playable character because I did play as her a little bit in the demo. I did. I played the Origins demo, and yeah, but look, the point is, I'm not going to go through all the characters that you can play as because I can't remember which characters you can play as because there's 3 characters in each faction, Wei Wuxu, that you can play as. Even for like a minute or two. That's it. But yeah, but there's a lot of other characters that are in the game that are in the Dynasty games that are my favorites and I can't even play as. Like Zhang He. Like Zhang He is actually one of my favorites. And he is unplayable. He really is unplayable. Although I know that they gave him a spear in the game. They didn't give him back the claws. He's got his spear in Origins, so yeah, it's whatever. But I'm still a little disappointed that I can't really be able to play as him. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, same with, like, Zhou Tai. Like, Zhou Tai is one of my top favorites. He appears in the game, actually. And he's not even playable at all. At all. He's not playable at all. So, yeah. And, you know, it's just disappointing that there's a whole bunch of characters that, you know, you cannot play as in the game. And honestly, I really do believe this, but like, if they have a free mode, yes, but I feel like that's what they should have done, is to make all the characters that show up in the game at least playable. You know what I mean? Even if they want to put a time limit on it, go for it. Just make them all playable. Don't just use the existing 3 characters in each faction to be the only playable ones. You know what I mean? And that's what's really disappointing about, you know, Dynasty Warriors Origins for me is we can't really play as our favorite characters. And I think that's why they also did release Warriors Abyss, because Koei knew that, you know, there's going to be people out there that are not pleased with not being able to play as their favorite characters in Origins. So I think that's why they released Warriors Abyss too, but who knows what they were up to. I mean, Warriors Abyss came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that game, and that game I prefer. And I know some of you will probably hate me for this, but I prefer that over Origins, because at least I can play as my favorite characters. So yeah. But, you know, at the same time, like, I also understand what Koei was really trying to do, because the bottom line really is that people, and there's a lot of people out there that was getting sick of the same formula over and over and over again. That's what Koei was doing with the Dynasty Warriors series, was just releasing the same game over and over and over again. And people just kind of gotten, like, I guess, just sick of it. You know, they were getting fed up with it. And I think that's why a lot of people really did enjoy Dynasty Warriors Origins, because it's technically going back to its roots, how it used to be back in the PS2 days, you know, in terms of like the difficulty of the AI and such. So yeah, I mean, look, I have friends that plays Dynasty Warriors Origins and absolutely loves it, and good on them. You know, I'm happy for you. I'm happy if you like it, but you know, I would say this. If you want to play the game just for the difficulty alone, and you really want to just be in those larger-than-life battles, then yeah, I would highly recommend Dynasty Warriors Origins. That game really is meant for you. But if you want to play the game based on the characters, or if you want to be able to play as the characters, then I would not recommend it. It depends. It really depends. And yeah, that's all I'll say on the matter. And that's really why I haven't really played it or haven't even bought it. I have not bought it, honestly. I did not purchase a game, and yeah, I mean, will I ever purchase it? Maybe. I mean, I probably will, just not anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really on my radar of games that I want to get right now. So, yeah. But yeah, that's really my big disappointment with Dynasty Warriors Origins is the severe limitations of characters, really, and that's why I haven't really bothered buying it. So, yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, sorry if I mumbled on a little bit. You know, there was a lot to say because I think the Origins game itself is pretty controversial for that because, and I get it, a lot of people want to change and a lot of people were happy with that change. So, yeah. So if you like the game, then continue playing it. Continue playing with it, and I hope you have a blast. But yeah, it's just not really meant for me. Like, it's not, the game's not really meant for me since I enjoy playing as the characters and I like to connect with the characters. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.